You like how I've decorated for Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. By the way, I'm Rahlyx, and this
I'm
is
Scarfee.
Scarfee, and together we are exactly what's needed for your Christmas turkey. Blah, 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 blah.
This is exactly the same thing that you say every time you say exactly.
Yeah, well, because here's the thing, right? Cooking is not it's not something you can just go, well. No, cooking is an exact science. Maybe not cooking, but baking is an exact science.
I mean, you can't do that.
Well,
if
maybe
you're
not
Julian.
baking, but I don't know. Oh, my eyes. Bless. I've been staring at screens all day, and I'm just like, I am fried. I'm going to put my glasses on because they hide the bags under my eyes. Jesus Christ. Ugh. And he wrote up. If you look very closely in the reflection of my glasses, you can see this.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. We haven't filmed the podcast in 2 weeks again.
Yeah.
Because
we got lucky because we doubled up that 1 week.
Yeah.
We should have another guest on.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We need to have another guest on.
Yeah.
No
Guess
one
we'll just
speaks like Gaston.
Oh, there was some good Gaston goof that I can't remember now. Damn it. That's a bummer.
You'll remember it.
Welcome to Christmas time in my office. We've got stockings on the shelf behind me. We have a little Empire probe droid with a Christmas hat. We have my AT-AT with a Christmas hat. Just out of frame, but we have my BB droid with a Christmas hat, tiny Christmas tree, tiny Christmas narwhal, and then my Octorok. I got him a little Santa hat, even though Hannah, Olive has already stolen it. Bless.
It would have been more fun if Hannah stole it.
Yeah. No, Olive stole it and then ripped open the puff and stole all the fluff out of it. So if you look really close, it's very hold on.
Very deflated, yeah.
Yeah, it's very deflated.
Makes sense.
But it works out because nobody's going to see it. So
as you can see, I decorated also for Christmas. Not at all.
No, the HP cube is actually very Christmassy. Very Christmassy. So I forgot the most important part of my Christmas attire. Look at this.
The Fall Guys.
And here's the thing, right? I expected it to be, you know how like gamer sweaters are, right? Where they're just like a shitty t-shirt that has like a print in the front and that's it, right? Baby, this thing is knit and it goes all the way around. It's great.
That's amazing. Looks great.
This is so nice. It's so comfy, dude. So
that's new
10 out of 10
merch or like game merch or anything like that.
What? Making it decently?
New thing for merch being quality.
Yeah, right. Bless. It's lovely.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was fine. We just kind of hung out. It's a good time. I enjoyed it. I'm not a fan of Thanksgiving, really, considering the holiday is founded on genocide.
Yeah.
But ham is nice. So I like ham. We have tons of leftover ham still. It is December 3rd.
Throwback to that one episode where
we were exactly half of a Black Forest ham.
No, honey baked ham.
Honey baked ham, that's what it was. Yeah.
See, I have memory for useless things.
I love it. I just took off my socks. What have you done today?
I played Rust.
Nice, dude. Wait, hold on. Before we go there, how was your Thanksgiving? Before we go there. Sorry.
Well, my Thanksgiving wasn't anything special just because I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Like, that was one of the topics that we wanted to discuss on the podcast is that where I'm from, Thanksgiving isn't the thing. So it is. I think
you're a gosh dang old commie from Soviet Russia. Oh, wait.
No, I'm not a commie.
You're getting all up in our Sputnik. Oh, look at you shooting rockets up into the moon. Not in America.
It's your boy.
Skinny penis.
think that was an exact moment from Jenna Julian podcast at one of their episodes.
Honestly, probably.
Oh God. But yeah, mine wasn't anything special. I stayed at home and I just enjoyed holiday basically because we've been working quite a while and the school has been a lot and I just needed a break basically.
That's super valid. You've been working hard.
I wish my own brain thought that. The imposter syndrome is real. Is all I'm gonna say.
That's valid.
And during the holidays and during the Thanksgiving holiday, it was just, yeah, it just got amplified because I used that time to rest and basically do self-care.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just.
Sometimes
I'm
you gotta give
I'm
yourself
also
a break,
like
you know?
rusty. Rusty on talking for extended periods of time, so this is gonna be a
Your
nice
nipples
return
is
podcast
rusty?
for everybody.
Your nipples is rusty.
Yes, my nipples are rusty, always.
So you've been playing a lot of Rust.
Yeah, I am in general rusty now because I've been playing the game called Rust.
Yeah.
There's something in my beard. Told you there was gonna be a speck on me somewhere.
It's true. It's very, very true.
Right before the podcast, I my forehead was like breaking out lately a little bit, so I decided to do like a peeling mask on it, and it's like the charcoal mask, and I was like, as I was taking it off right before we started recording, I was like, there's gonna be a speck on me somewhere during this podcast, and I'm not gonna notice.
Always, dude. That's always how it is. That's like I was working on the Christmas present for and dude, I was so frustrated. I forget how this ties in. What did you just say? Sorry.
I said that right before recording I did a face mask.
Yeah. Right. So you were trying to do it and you were trying to do it quick and then you goofed up. Right. So that's where I was going with this. I was working on thing and there was a bubble of paint that I didn't notice on a corner and I was holding it on that corner and the bubble burst into my hand and I didn't notice and then I like held what I was doing in a different spot where there was no paint and I got a huge blotch of paint and it's like so I just
now you gotta get paint thinner.
Well, no, so paint thinner will melt it. I took an X-Acto knife and I had to scrape the paint off. Luckily, when I go over it with the clear coat, it'll level all that out, and you won't ever notice it. But like, oh God. So it's been also one of the paints I'm using is different from all the other paint that I have been using, and it dries very tacky, and I'm unhappy about it.
Oh no.
So, but it's okay. Again, it'll all be sorted with the clear coat. So, but yeah, so I did a similar thing to you with the face mask, and now my hands are covered in purple paint. So,
oh Jesus,
it's fun.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking down at my watch during this. Is because I was setting a timer.
You don't have to apologize to people when you look down at your watch because
I just
Ginger messaged me after the last podcast, and she's like, "I didn't think Scarfee was looking at his dick until he said it." I was damn.
We in our mind have to make it worse somehow.
It's the beauty of anxiety, dude. It's just like, God, I am so anxious about everything I do, and I feel like I have to like clarify it. Also, sorry, my hair has a beautiful sheen to it right now. God damn.
Is it because it's greasy?
It is very greasy. It's healthy. You know what? No, it's not greasy. It's healthy.
It looks healthy.
I have been tempted to recolor it, but I'm also kind of happy with this kind of like faded green.
It's kind of golden green.
Exactly. I kind of like it. It's like a copper that's just started to oxidize. You know what I mean?
Looks like nice, fresh, moist asparagus.
Yum! I look like a dirty penny.
Oh my God.
Oh, bless.
Beautiful.
So you've been playing Rust. And in case you guys didn't know, in Discord, when your friend is playing something and sharing their screen, you can see a preview. And so I went to my friends tab because I saw on Discord Scarfee's status was set to like sharing screen, and I'm like, oh, I love when my friends are sharing screens in a public Discord, and I can just kind of like look at it from the friends window without having to like hop in and distract anybody. And I open it up, and there is Scarfee is in his menu in Rust, and there's just a dude hanging brain, like his dong is fully out, and I'm like, ah, I forgot that Rust just has tons of nudity.
Yeah. You get desensitized to it over time. But yeah, it's just
Fucking Rust.
it's a thing. Yeah. It definitely is a thing. But then you just stop looking at it because like what's the point? And then most of the other time you just wear clothes over that.
Well, I mean, yeah. I feel like you wear armor more than clothes, right? So
Well, you wear armor and clothes underneath.
right. I feel like everybody's playing Rust lately. Which I dig, but I used to play this game really hard, like back in college. I played a fuck ton of Rust. Like I really like.
I think
Rust.
it's very different from what you used to play.
Exactly, which is kind of the reason I don't want to get into it, because I bought Rust when it first came out, and it was a completely different game that was all about like radiation and wild boars, and zombies.
That gave chicken.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like,
one of the people in our server told me that when the game was in early stages, it used to like whatever animal you killed and harvested, it used to give you chicken.
Yeah,
not meat, not like steak, not a chop, not anything, just chicken,
just straight up chicken. Yeah, it's such a goof. Like it was such a goof game. Like, I mean, it's done by the guy who made Gary's Mod, right? So it's, but
yeah,
the thing of it was like, through the time that I've played Rust, it's changed its core gameplay probably 3 or 4 times. And so I've gotten to a point where it's like, I don't want to invest any time in Rust because in a year, they're just going to change and be a completely new game. And like, to a degree, it's like, oh, cool, you're just constantly getting a new game. But it's like, I really liked, Rust in 2015. And now, now it's not. Okay, hold on, because now I'm thinking about Rust, right? There's this YouTube channel I used to watch. His name was Argyle Alligator. I have no idea if he's a problematic YouTuber now or anything like that. I don't know anything about him. I watched him in like 2015.
We don't keep up with the Rust YouTuber team.
Exactly. And this is not an endorsement of him in any way, shape, or form. But he used to go into Rust and he would run around with a torch and he would do interviews, like man on the street interviews. And so he would run up to people and talk to them. And it was the funniest shit because people were just weirdos, and it was so funny. Like, oh my god, I used to watch this shit really for hours, dude. Oh man. God. But
it's like at one point I was really I don't know why there was like a segment of time like when I was 17 what I just used to watch GTA 5 compilations on YouTube.
Oh fuck,
for no reason. Like there was big channels with the big compilation channels, and I have no idea why it used to entertain me and where they are now. Like I guess there's always demand for that kind of content, but I don't know. It's just like it was a very weird phase, and I don't want to go back to it.
Fair enough. Real quick, for everybody listening at home, hydration check, posture check, sit upright. No, I used to watch a lot of Yogscast. And they did a lot of like GTA race videos and like that sort of thing. I really enjoyed that. But you know what? Now it's 5 years later and they're still making the exact same content. And I'm like, y'all need to make something new. Like, shouts out to y'all for your charity Christmas streams. They're doing it right now. Yogscast Jingle Jam. Shouts out. They raise a lot of money for charity. But please, for the love of God, give us something new to watch. I don't want to watch another Minecraft mod pack. Like, come on.
That's the main problem with the like compilation channels or the channels about one game, is that at some point they just start repeating and recycling the content because there's nothing new to do. I mean, they limit themselves into one box and they can't get out of it, so they just have to recycle content and hope that the new audience that arrived from the time that the last content was posted hasn't seen it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's just where it gets stupid. You know what I mean? Because it's like, fuck. What am I trying to say? Oh, I mean, like when I stopped watching them like 2 years ago, they, um, they had already started running into situations where they would do like a map playlist, and it would be like the same maps that they've done like dozens of times in the last 3 years, and Al, yeah, that's from Coach, by the way.
Oh.
And yeah, just boring shit. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know, dude.
Just like us right now, talking in circles.
Exactly.
Hi, welcome to our podcast. Oh God.
Oh, bless.
What else did one? Oh, I have a thing here that I wrote down a while ago, like I think October or something.
Yeah.
And no, that was actually August.
That was a long time ago.
Okay, so you know when the back to school season started back in the summer, I wanted to talk about it back then, but I completely forgot about it, even though it's on my list here. And because this is the first year when most schools were forced to do like remote study, right?
Right.
So when I went to Amazon one of those days, I saw a back to school supplies.
Right.
In like on Amazon, which they usually do have at that time of the year, right?
Right.
But the problem with that is that this year, the first Amazon school supply that popped up was a ring light.
You know what? I respect it. Get good lighting for your Zoom meetings. The people you're talking to will appreciate it.
Of course. I mean, true, but it's just like it was very startling to like go into Amazon and be like back to school, and then it's a ring light, and then a camera, like a webcam.
Back to school, be an influencer, punk.
The influencer school. That's what's happening. We're all in the influencer school. It's not the pandemic. It's just like we decided to make influencers out of all of us. Like, imagine being a traditional parent and seeing that. Like, how confusing must that be?
That must be like very bizarre for.
And also
for
that's like the landmark of, oh, we are doing remote.
Yeah.
Like now we're buying ring lights.
Come get your ring lights and
the new school year.
Yeah.
Something that you see like usually a normal family would see it being used in like modeling agencies or like streamers that would be like setting up the whole setup. Like me, I have 2 ring lights. So like something that like an internet person does, and now you're buying that for your kid to do school.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Dude,
even less separation between school and leisure.
Yeah.
At this point.
Oh, absolutely. See, now you're making me think of back when I had my only lighting was the ring light, and I had my camera mounted inside the ring light, and it was just a pain in the ass because the ring light was so big. Anytime you like touch the table even slightly, it would be like, yeah,
it would turn into a tree in the wind.
Exactly. It was like, oh,
and it wouldn't stop because it's a singular rod that holds it all up, and it's very heavy, so it just starts swaying.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, kids these days can't have the Elgato key lights. It's too overkill for their classes. Their teacher says, look, here's the deal. You just need a ring light. You don't need to buy the whole key light set where you've got 2 and then the Sony a6000 with the prime lens. You don't need that for class. And I go, sit and spin. Sit and spin, teacher.
That's what that
I care about quality. I care about quality, all right? And if you're going to be teaching me, then I'm going to teach you a thing or two about quality. Watch me teach you, professor.
Professor.
Look at this shit. Whoa. Look at this depth of field. Whoa, professor. Is there depth of field in your lesson? No, there isn't. See, look. My hand is blurry.
That is definitely going to help in your Algebra 2 class.
Algebra 2? Who is she? I don't know her.
Honestly, that would be a good thing to show like in a physics class when discussing like lenses.
Oh, absolutely. Understanding focal length to like an actual degree, that'd be tight.
We used to talk about lenses in my high school. I don't know about American
Oh yeah, we did
education
a
system.
whole lens. Well, in AP Physics, we did a whole lens.
We don't have AP. We have mandatory everything. So.
Fair enough.
I have another thing written down. Unless you have something else.
Another thing. Let's hear it.
You just like I remembered about it, looking at it because you started doing the impression of like going whoa, like you usually do.
Vogue.
But
have a girl.
I recently
Put that
discovered.
face in your walk. Sorry.
Oh my god.
What? Drag Race is a great show. Fight me.
It is, but I want to watch it. But oh Jesus.
I think it's on Hulu.
It is?
I think so.
Well, that's the only platform I don't have a subscription for.
It used to be Netflix, but
Dang.
it might still be Netflix. I don't know. I don't really go on Netflix anymore.
Speaking of Netflix, actually, I found this comedian on Netflix after I found. What happened? Did you hit yourself?
I was trying to like flip this up and like
stop hitting yourself in the head.
I was trying to make it land on my headphones, and instead it just went whack, square into the back of my head.
What did you expect to happen?
It hurt. All right. I expected physics to not act stupid, but this is a neat little dongle. 10 out of 10 would recommend it for your iPad. It's neat. This is how I put my iPad on stream.
If you're watching the stream, you can see it.
It's an Anchor brand USB-C hub. Wow, Anchor.
Anyway, back to the topic. Back to the topic that I was trying to say was I found a new comedian on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I first found her on TikTok, and then I like through her link in her bio, I went to Netflix, and she had like 4 comedy specials, and I think that's the first time ever that I've watched comedy specials on Netflix.
Oh, dude, I have comedy specials for you out the ass.
Yes, please send them to me because I love them.
Okay, first things first, literally anything Aziz Ansari has ever made. Okay, continue. Sorry.
You will need to send that to me in DMs because I cannot understand when you say names.
Fair enough.
Which leads me to the name. Her name is, I think it's pronounced Iliza Shlesinger. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but I watched her. Like she had a Netflix special about weddings, and then she had a Netflix special about, like, women in general being like in general how what kind of rules or like girl code women have and that kind of stuff. And it's just like it was hilarious. She's really great. I loved it.
Hell yeah.
So like if anybody hasn't heard of Iliza Shlesinger, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce her name. Please don't judge me. I'm Russian. Yeah, if you've never heard of her, she has like a bunch of Netflix specials on Netflix.
Hell yeah.
Netflix specials on Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, we
as opposed to Netflix specials somewhere else.
I
guess pirated if you want to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
but don't
support your comedians, eh? I got distracted because I'm obviously, you know how you get when you're doing a video chat with somebody where you're like focused on yourself. You're literally just watching yourself like
a lot of
playback,
the time, yeah.
I'm watching myself.
I'm looking at myself now, and I'm looking at you now, and now everybody who is watching this on YouTube is gonna clock me on how much I watch myself as opposed to you in every other episodes of our podcast. Is like now you can tell that I'm looking at myself right now. Now I'm looking at Rahlyx, and you can definitely tell because of this angle of the camera. It's very noticeable. So you're gonna be able to clock every time that I look at myself instead of Rahlyx. So you're welcome for that.
I'm looking at myself, right, and I, in typical meme fashion, the monitor that is in my peripheral, I'm not looking at, has a stream on it.
Yeah. Same.
And
right now, Jason's stream is right here on my monitor.
Kate's.
Because he's playing Proximity Among Us chat.
Hell yeah!
Want to talk about.
Oh god, I want to play. Oh, we're doing that on Saturday.
We're doing that on Saturday. Yeah.
Fuck yeah! But so I'm looking at my face, and all of a sudden I see like the side of my face go red because they called an emergency meeting. And I look over, and somebody in chat is like, "Is this one guy Rahlyx? Like, what's happening?" And I'm like, no, because there are a lot of famous people in this lobby. I'm like, if
Oh
I
my
was
God.
in this lobby, I would be having so much anxiety. Like,
You'd be having so much anxiety, and you would definitely not have an underscore anymore.
exactly, dude. Oh,
Do you want to talk about that at
yeah.
all?
Well, okay, let's talk about that. We can kind of segue into this, I guess, a little bit. Well, no, yeah. Well, okay. Real quick, last thing of Among Us is when I got pulled into that game the other night that was like
Mm-hmm.
Julian and Chris and Fluck and Kate and all the pals.
They were so drunk.
I was so anxious the whole first round. I was like at my computer and I'm like, my heart is racing. I don't want to be annoying or anything. I'm just gonna
That
fly
anxiety
under the
moment
radar.
when you're just sitting at the table and doing something, you're just shaking.
Yep. Your
Just
heart
because
rate is like pounding
both
and
of
you're
your
like,
feet, both of your feet are like jumping. Your hands are shaking, and you're like anxious energy. What do I do with this?
I'm like, I don't want to screw this up. I want to be invited back again. I'm anxious. I just want to have fun. I
This is
also
similar thing that I have to do every time we film the podcast. Actually,
Oh,
like
yeah?
every time I have to be mindful because my feet start going. You see
yeah,
my
and
chair?
you can start kind of shaking.
Yeah, it's like I don't want anybody to get any wrong ideas about this. It's just like my feet. I can't stop moving.
Nobody has any wrong ideas about it until you say something about it.
It's a preventive strike. Okay.
Preemptive, yeah.
Preempt.
Um,
Whatever.
Bless. But I was hoping I would at least get imposter once because it was like that would help me calm my nerves because then I would have a reason to just kind of like be like, oh, I don't know what you do. Ooh. You know what I mean? I don't know why being imposter would have calmed my nerves, but I was like, if I could just be imposter, I would be okay.
Because that's your element.
It's true.
That's what you usually do.
Dude, I'm so out of Among Us that like I'm gonna toot my own horn here. The top tier imposter plays that I used to have, I've tried to pull off recently, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Oh no,
You're rusty.
I am very rusty.
I'm looking forward to Saturday when I can kill you.
I'm gonna practice, dude. I'm gonna be, dude, tip top shape. I'm greasing up my elbows.
Yeah, because that's the stuff that I wanted to talk about a little bit. Is that
Fuck? I never messaged that group to ask what a time would work. Keep talking. I'm gonna send a message to that group.
The proximity chat in Among Us is really like a really good feature because it opens up a completely different aspect of the game. I just wish that whoever the developer of that mod is, they work with the original developers of Among Us so they can implement that into the game.
Yeah.
And that they can actually like make it work so you can like change the radius from which you can hear people, or maybe interact with comms where like when the comms are sabotaged you can't hear other people, like, you know.
Yeah.
So there's a reason to sabotage comms at all, because otherwise there's just no reason except it just prevents from pressing emergency button.
Yeah.
But you can sabotage anything else too, for that matter.
I mean, yeah.
So it's just, there's a lot of room in which Among Us the game can grow.
Absolutely.
And I'm really excited with addition of a proximity chat. I'm excited for the direction in which it's going.
Yeah.
Which is also going to make the public Among Us games a lot more fun, because right now, let me tell you, the private Among Us experience and the public Among Us experience,
very different.
Two completely different things.
I have a friend who hates the game because he's only ever played public. And it's
and in public Among Us, a lot of people, like more than half of the people who play Among Us, play on their mobile phones. So most of it is text chat, in which people are really slow, and usually the times are left on default, so it's never any time to actually discuss anything. So people just throw sus and then vote people off immediately.
Yeah, and
it's just like it's completely different. So I'm really happy that exists, and maybe it will help the game, and maybe it will reignite it for some people too. Yeah,
that'd be pretty nice.
Sorry, I have like a burp stuck in my throat.
You're good. Been there, done that.
You can see Jason's hair.
Ah! It's him screaming. It's not a burp. It's just Jason screaming from the inside.
Yeah. From the shirt that I'm wearing.
So we had a near beautiful moment this weekend where things looked really good for me getting rid of the underscore. And I was like,
Twitch, at least.
On Twitch. Everything
else you already have it without an underscore.
Exactly. So yeah, we had a very close moment where it was looking really good. We talked to the right people, and then we just hit a dead end. It was like contact partner support. It's like, I'm not a partner, but like this dude is not active. Just kill it. Just kill the account for the love of God. If I could DM him, if I could have his email, I would go, look, I will give you $100 right now to delete your account. Just delete it. I don't give a fuck. And then in 6 months, I can have my name. But no, it just won't happen. It's really annoying. And so I like put in a ticket. I was like, okay, well maybe if I just put in like a general support ticket, like it'll get to the right people. They'll understand. Nope. They gave me the most passive aggressive reply. They were like, maybe you should try reading the FAQ about name changes before you send us a ticket. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, if you would just recycle the account like you say you do, which you don't, Twitch does not recycle account names.
Which it says in the FAQ. Maybe you should try reading it.
I'm saying.
The support person who is passive aggressive behind the screen. Like they have a lot of nerve to be like that with their support staff, like not support staff, with their support approach right now, with all of the issues going on around Twitch.
Yeah.
Like they're just pissing off their creators even further, and I really don't like it.
It kind of feels like they're maybe like intentionally doing it. It's like, why piss off people who bring in, I'm not saying this is me, but other people, why piss them off? They bring in a lot of money for Twitch. Like why piss
because
off?
they don't have any competitors and they don't have an incentive to not do it.
Dude, honestly, the sad thing
and
is
all of their decisions recently literally are all money driven.
Yeah.
So you can just see it that they literally are exploiting their community because they don't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's dumb.
That's literally it. And unless that changes anytime soon, nothing is going to change on Twitch.
They're just never going to... I mean, as long as they are making their income, they don't care. Because they know that realistically, even though Facebook Gaming is doing pretty decently, all right?
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing surprisingly well. And the fact that they can sort out DMCA stuff faster than Twitch could, like, yeah, they're doing all right. They're still not, on
sure
the same
their,
level.
Like, stats or anything. I'm sure they can deal with the DMCA stuff because Facebook also has money. Yeah. So they're like, well, yeah, they're willing to deal with it with money because they are trying to compete with Twitch, but they currently are not just because of the size.
I have a theory that once they get like a little more depth under them, they're gonna stop making an effort, like Twitch did. And then it's just like, oh well.
Unless they successfully become an actual competitor to Twitch, in like within a year or two, they will probably within a year or two stop putting so much effort into the platform. Yeah. Because right now it's very fresh since what happened in summer when Mixer died and like a lot of people just migrated everywhere. So they're still trying to lure in the people who are still like on the fence of where I should go. Yeah. Which at this point, like, it doesn't really matter because if you've been in the limbo for so long, it probably will be starting over from scratch wherever you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, yeah, so right now they're making an effort. Twitch is rolling down the hill for some reason. And YouTube is just being YouTube and not doing anything properly.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. I don't know. Twitch is just in a weird place right now.
Yeah, it is.
It is weird. Well, and we can talk about the boosting thing too while we're talking about Twitch. Because I'm in a Discord with people who are all content creators, and actually a lot of them have issue with the boosting of your channel with channel points, which I don't get. A lot of people are like, well, it encourages unhealthy habits and toxic people to take advantage of their audiences and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I mean, yes, it could encourage like unhealthy grinding where like, because you get 2 days, right? You get a pop-up and it says you have 2 days to do this. So do it.
Mm-hmm. You could encourage people to just tell people like, hey, leave my stream in the background somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Like leave it up. So do the channel points. You get to put in 2,000 channel points a day. as a viewer to the objective, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have a decent chunk of people that are like there to put in channel points, right? But it's just like they were like, oh well, it's going to encourage them to do 48 hours straight stream so they get all the channel points they possibly can. And I'm like, I don't think it will, honestly. I really don't. I think as a creator, if you don't know your community enough to be able to go, yes, we could probably hit this goal, then what's the point? You know what I mean? Like doing a 48-hour stream isn't gonna make that any easier for you. You might get more eyes on you and more people might come by because they're like, oh, look at him doing a 48-hour stream. But the fact of the matter is, if your community can't hit it, your community can't hit it, because nobody's gonna stick around. No new viewer who stumbles upon you, unless you have something really gripping, is gonna stick around for 48 hours to grind out, the 2,000 channel points that they get for watching to contribute to this goal for somebody they have no connection with. There's no bond there, right? So why would they stick around? Why would they put the channel points in? I genuinely believe that you should, when you look at the final end goal that they tell you is what you have to hit to be on the front page, you should know pretty quickly off the bat. You could do a quick calculation in your head and go, okay, this is my average concurrent. Multiply that by 2,000. Can we hit the goal? Our average say it's like 36, right? So you do, can't do this. 36 times 2,000.
72,000.
Yeah, 72,000. So if the channel point goal is 50,000, you can hit that. If it's 100,000, yeah, you might need to grind a little bit for that. But in 2 days, you could hit that.
Yeah.
But
and also, looking at the list of the preventative measures that they put in to prevent that kind of behavior, I also am not inclined to believe that is going to cause anything necessarily.
Yeah.
In terms of unhealthy grinding behavior, because there already is that kind of behavior on Twitch anyway, and it is algorithmically encouraged, because when anybody, you can notice any single example that you can find on any streamer, when they do a 24-hour stream or a 48-hour stream, their viewership doubles.
Yeah, always.
Just because they're doing that.
Yeah, because people are there for the feat. More people are inclined to leave it for the lurk because they say they want to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And that is already encouraged enough, and I don't think the channel points are going to change anything about it.
No.
People who were doing 24-hour and 48-hour streams straight will continue doing 24 and 48-hour streams straight.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing is going to deter them from that. But this feature is a good opportunity for discoverability for smaller channels, because they also said that they're going to be they're going to be scaling the goals with the channel size.
Yeah.
So depending on how that works, that is going to be very beneficial to smaller streamers with active communities.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is kind of something that we already asked for. Mm-hmm. In a sense, we asked for differentiation between active and inactive affiliates, and this is going to give enough differentiation, because if you have enough active viewers, then
you're going to get noticed.
You will be able to reach that boost goal, therefore use that advantage that you have of being active to reach partner faster.
Yeah.
But for people who have lowly active affiliate communities, or don't stream consistently, or don't are still at a very low end where they're just not active enough, that is going to be enough of a differentiation for the the system to go, okay, so these channels are getting boosted because they're active, and these channels are just going to stay affiliate.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I think that's super valid. I think that's a fine method.
Yeah.
One of the other
complaints.
It's
a good tool.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good tool
and it's also
gauge
not
how
not a concrete definition, as in anybody can become active affiliate if they want to.
Yeah.
Anybody can build up to that.
It's literally never been easier to get affiliate.
And if they want to commit to streaming, fine. Here's a tool that you can use if your community is active enough. If you're not committing, then sorry.
That's your problem.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Exactly.
You have to keep viewers in.
Yeah. Well, and so the other thing I saw was people going well, if I only stream on, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I get the pop-up on Tuesday, well, then I'm out of luck. And it's like, yeah, you kind of are. Like, something like that is an opportunity, and sometimes you have to make sacrifices in life. You can't have everything just handed to you. You have to decide, okay, is whatever reason I take the rest of the week off more important than trying for this goal? Because if it is, then that's fine. But know that you are making that decision. It's not Twitch's fault that you can't stream those days. They're just saying, here's your opportunity. You have been randomly selected by an algorithm. It's not even like it's a person that's going, yes, you specifically. I don't care about your schedule. Dance monkey. No, they're not doing that. They're literally just going, fuck it. Today you are the lucky lotto draw. So
yeah. And with this,
have at it.
Like I agree with that to like a degree, in terms of like availability. I think that well, like, since we don't necessarily know exactly the way that it's implemented right now, we don't know necessarily how anybody is selected or what is taken into account or like what it requires you to do. What if like it gives you an opportunity and then it stays open until you actually start actively using it? Like, you could like press pause on it and then be like, okay, I know that later in the week I'm going to have a time where I can stream 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
So I can activate that feature then. If that's possible, then that would be a better move, because that will give more flexibility to people who, like, for example, have very fixed schedules and they cannot necessarily change on the fly.
Yeah.
Then that would be a little bit more fair. If it's not a thing, then yeah, it's just like one of those things that we'll have to see a feature run first and see how well it works with what it is.
Yeah.
And then make changes to it. And I hope that Twitch takes like that kind of approach to it. But looking at their track record, I'm not very hopeful, but I am hopeful a little bit, just because I want that feature to work.
Yeah.
Because I have been your friend for a long time, and I've seen you working really hard for your stream and getting fucked over every like corner that is possible to get fucked over on. Okay. So
it's just the underscore, man. It's just the underscore. If I could get rid of it, I am very grateful to have gotten the opportunities I have and met the people that I have. So I am not
I've
unhappy.
Thought about this so many times, even with your networking, even with you being very active, even with you having other people shout you out on like gaining traction on Twitter and everything like that.
Yeah.
Just the fact that people mistype your username when they go to look for you is losing you at least half the possible traction that you're getting.
I don't disagree with that. That's super
because
valid.
people shout out the wrong channel.
Yeah.
People tag the wrong person
also,
in tweets all the time.
Just as a quick thing, real quick. Hero, if you're watching this is not anything to do with you. You're just the most recent person.
Yeah, this is not anything to do with anybody in particular. I mean, it's nobody's fault.
No.
It's the underscore.
Yeah, it's absolutely the underscore.
Any channel, any kind of channel on any kind of social platform with like any kind of symbol at the end of their name that they're using just because the original name wasn't available.
Yeah.
It will always fuck you over because people will always mistype it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
some people will think you have 2 underscores in the end. Some people will have you don't have any. And then a lot of people are not like, you know, they're not setting out with a goal, like sitting down at the computer and going like, okay, I'm going to go and find this Rahlyx person no matter what it takes.
Yeah.
They will be like, oh, I couldn't find him by this name. He probably has some kind of a different name. I don't want to look it up now.
Yeah. Well, and
like,
see, that was part of the reason why I left Twitter with the underscore. I was like,
the consistency between Twitch and Twitter.
Exactly, because Twitter is where I do most of my Twitch networking, right? But then I kind of had a realization where, you know, if I'm having a conversation with Twitch support staff and I'm saying, look, I have Rahlyx everywhere but Twitch. Like, there is precedent for me to have this name, and it's a dead account. So let's hop to it. Having the underscore Twitter handle undermines that. So I did swap over. So I am now just straight Rahlyx on Twitter.
Straight Rahlyx?
Yeah. That's what I was... I like how you know exactly what I'm giggling about.
Because we had a conversation about this yesterday.
That's true. Alas. But yeah, so I was having a conversation with Kate after all of this shenanigans with Twitch went down, and I was like, it was right after Among Us actually, and I was like, I was just frustrated, and I got on Twitter and I was like, look, I just got my ticket from fucking Twitch support, just got auto rejected again. I'm just gonna hit him with tweets, and I was like, maybe if the verified people that liked the tweet and the partners that liked and replied, if they noticed that, they would go, maybe we should listen to the people who are bringing in big bucks on the platform and support the smaller creator that they are all supporting, and throw him a bone. No, didn't happen. But so I was talking to Kate, and she was like, she screenshotted where I said, I have Rahlyx everywhere, and she's like, coming from the guy who's tweeting from Rahlyx_, and I was like, I have the other one, I just don't use it. And she's like, why the fuck are you not using it? Are you stupid? And I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
yes, you are stupid.
I really am, though. Oh god.
Yeah,
she's like, come on,
you told
dude.
me about this already, but
She's
like, yeah,
get it
I
together.
completely understand that. I've also been telling you to use that account for like how long?
That's true.
At this point.
But I was just like, it just makes sense, like the cohesion, but then it's like, no, because it's like the same concept, like dress for the job you want, not for the job you have. Dress for the username you want, not the one you have with a shitty underscore.
I'm wondering how legal it is for you to trademark Rahlyx.
I could trademark it. I really could, and then I could probably hit him with a intellectual property notice and say, this is my name.
Yeah, they're kind of leaving you no choice. And like, yeah, that's what I wanted to say is that you're talking about like bringing big guns, bringing big people, and like you and I both know that we are not that way at all.
Yeah.
Most of the time, isn't like, this is something that this is like one of the last measure. We've been talking about this and been trying to get you that username for at least a year now.
Yeah. Well, and also, as a quick clarification, I did not seek out recently. I did not seek out anyone to change my name. I put a Twitter poll out where I was like, it looks like a better chance that I could convince them to recycle RAHL, just raw, because they had no followers and had never streamed ever, not even changed their stream title. And I was like, cool, that might be a good shot. So I put a Twitter poll out. And people did not like Raw.
People did not like Raw at all.
Usually if I put out a Twitter poll, people are like, yeah, we support you. And in this one, it was like 56% of people did not like what you just said. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that was also a shocker to me because I like the name Raw.
Yeah,
but
I do
like,
too.
Apparently so many people just viscerally hate it that they were just like, no, you're not doing that.
It cracked me up so good. But so that spurred, I'm not going to name drop anybody. That spurred somebody to reach out to somebody else who has contacts, and that's how the whole ball started kind of rolling there. But yeah, it didn't fan out, and I would hate for anybody to like listen to this and misunderstand how that came to be.
Yeah. Using people is just
absolutely
gross
not using anybody. Just it happened to be that somebody wanted to try and help me out.
When people are already offering you help.
Yeah, exactly. If somebody's saying like, look, let me see what I can do, I go, okay,
let me see what I can do because I hate I hate seeing you with that username.
Exactly. It's
That's
like,
exactly what they said.
Go for it. Give it a try. I'm more than happy for you to give it a crack. I've been trying for 2 years. Maybe you have more pull.
Yeah. It's
just Twitch support being Twitch support because they don't want to give love to non-partners, and that's fine. That's, it's how they do. It's okay. Whatever. It's vibes.
Such passive aggressive vibe coming out of you right now.
It's vibes. It's fine. You guys do whatever you want. I don't care. Like, fuck. Well, I'm just here, Don't mind me. Just asking for one simple thing.
It's like me with that Twitter account, Jessica Madrid.
Fuck Jessica Madrid.
That name
dude.
is gonna be like if I meet a real person with the name Jessica Madrid,
punch her.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna like them.
I mean, you should do the same
it's my
thing.
nemesis.
Dude, it's so much easier to do usernames on Twitter because like as soon as one is cleared out, you can take it. Fuck it, dude. Trademark your name. Do it.
Yeah. I can't.
Yeah.
because I'm not a U.S. citizen.
You can still trademark shit. You don't have to be a U.S. citizen to trademark something. Intellectual property is intellectual property.
Okay, I should do it then.
Yeah.
If it's not trademark.
I've been thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll text my lawyer friend and see how well that would go. But in that same vein, I hate to be like, well, now I'm going to get a lawyer. No, that's dumb. Because it's just like, if I just stick to it, you know what I mean?
The reason when, like, as the person who's been through this with you and also, like, watched you do everything you can, this is literally the last resort at this point. Yeah. Because we've tried everything else, every other avenue.
Yeah.
And it seems like unless you're a partner, you can't do anything and you don't get anything because you're trash. So,
you know what? Fingers crossed. If there is a large Twitch partner out there that is listening to this podcast right now and you want to get me a Christmas present, just get on the line with your Twitch contact and say, look, I'm not hanging up this phone until you change this guy's username. And honestly, just the thought of that alone will probably make them go, okay, fuck it. We'll do it. God, sorry, dude. Please, just change my username. I give you, this is permission right now. Anybody out there, change my username to Rahlyx without an underscore. You don't even have to have me log in. You don't have to have me put in a request. Just go in to the little SQL database that you have that has everybody's usernames and just hit backspace on the underscore and delete the other one. Gone.
I don't think it's that easy, but
it's definitely no.
We'll go with that request as long as, like,
oh god,
you need to clarify that you don't want your username changed to whatever. You just need the underscore deleted.
Yeah,
and keep the rest of your
just
name.
That one key part fixed would be great. Would be
clarification. End of legal statement.
Yeah, exactly. That would be the tits. That's it. That's all.
What?
Have you never heard that expression?
No.
Dude, that's the tits. It's awesome, dude. It's like surfer lingo, I think, probably.
Did you see that tweet about somebody named Roach Tits getting banned from Twitch?
No. That's an interesting name, though.
They were an affiliate for a year, and they were an affiliate with the name Roach Tits.
I'm surprised that made it through the filter.
Well, yeah, but also the thing is, they've been an affiliate for a year, and they only now got banned for the name.
Yeah, sounds about right. Oh my god,
you're gonna give yourself a hickey on the forehead.
No, it's just flat metal. It's just cold, and I'm very warm because I'm wearing a sweater. But under the sweater is just a bro tank, and I don't think the podcast can handle.
I also put cold things on my forehead because I run hot, and I just need to cool myself down sometimes.
Same. I don't think the podcast can handle this rockin' bod if I take off my sweater. So.
Oh my god.
Hey man, you've met me. You know that not everybody can handle a piece of this. I didn't see you
shirtless, I think.
No, but I'm pretty sure I wore tank tops. I don't actually. It was pretty cold.
Yeah, you actually did wear a tank top once.
Yeah, I like tank tops. They're very comfy. Yeah. They're
nice.
Light and easy to wear.
I don't have anything against tank tops, and nothing against seeing you shirtless. I just haven't.
This is paid for by the anti-tank top gang. Fuck big tank top.
We know one person who was in there.
Yeah.
In the anti-tank top gang.
Fuck, dude. That's some tea. I'm gonna sip on this big bottle of water.
Yeah. Quench your thirst from all the tea that just got spilled.
I have burnt myself. I have to cool my mouth because the tea was so scalding.
I was going to talk about the Twitter, like a little segue from Twitter into my Twitter, where yesterday I tweeted about having a gender crisis.
Oh, yeah? Yeah,
that's a thing.
How's that going for you?
I'm currently going
that sounded super dismissive. I'm sorry. I was not trying to. How's
that going for you?
I've been like time stamping as we go, and so I was like mid typing out of a timestamp. So I was like, right. So how's that, right? And I was like, God, I sounded like an asshole. Jesus.
It's okay. I forgive you. But
Alas.
yeah, it's what was I gonna say? Jesus, I just completely ADHD'd out. I looked over to the stream and there's some like long message of text and I was just, oh no, what's happening? And I got overwhelmed.
It's like, oh shit, I gotta watch this.
So yeah, yesterday I tweeted out that I kind of am having a problem with identifying as a man, and also I hate my real name. So
Valid.
that's something that I'm going through. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. If you follow me on my Twitter, it's gonna be somewhere over my head. But yes, that's the phase that I'm currently in, phase of the moon, if you will.
The phase
And
of the moon.
I'm not sure where exactly I'm at right now, but I'm also looking for resources and people that I can talk to. Like there were plenty of really sweet people that replied to that tweet,
Hell yeah.
which I'm really grateful for.
That's good.
But yeah, it's a journey. Like
Yeah.
I'm not sure what.
It sounds stressful.
Yeah, it is stressful because like I'm just gonna cringe into myself. It's just like, yeah. But today I figured out, like, right now I kind of like how I look
Fuck yeah.
currently. Like
Fuck
right now.
yeah, you do.
If you're watching the stream on YouTube, I'm wearing like a beanie with a little bit of my hair out. I didn't used to wear beanies like this.
It's a good
Like I
look.
used to wear them like straight across
Hmm.
on my forehead. I never pulled them back.
See, that's how
necessarily.
almost exclusively how I wear them.
Pulled back.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
it.
so
like
I
them a lot.
never wore them like that, but that is also because of the shape of my head. They kind of like just fall off because my head is too big. So
Join the club.
yeah, and I like the look a lot.
I do.
The only feeling I have is like if I take my headphones off, it might fall off. Oh, no, I'm actually not.
There you go. Fuck yeah. It's a sharp look. You're looking sharp today, bud. I was actually
Thank
thinking
you.
that. I was like, damn. All right. Hell yeah.
There's a little bit non-sharpness over here, but it's
No, that's okay. No,
it's not a part of the outfit. It's a part of me. Imagine the fupa is a part of the outfit. Just like take it off.
Oh my god.
Put it on a shelf.
This is not. Hold up, real quick. This is not a fupa. You should Google what a fupa is.
Oh, I think I know what the fupa is. Never mind. What is this then? Double chin?
Yeah, it's a double chin. Yeah.
Oh,
That's not a fupa.
So for anybody who was listening and not watching, I just pointed to my chin and said that it's a fupa.
Jesus Christ. That's too good.
Happens to the best of us, you know?
Truly it do.
Not
Truly.
calling myself the best of us, but the last of us.
You hear that, guys?
Too.
Scarfee says he's better than all of us.
True. And on that note, never mind.
Bless.
No, well, we're actually like at an hour already.
That's true,
and I didn't
actually.
even notice.
Jeez, wow.
It took me a lot less time to get back into the groove of things than I thought it would.
I figured it would. I feel like you get in your head, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
like, nah. You just gotta.
Well, anxiety again, yet again, anxiety.
That's
just the thing
a
that we
whole
deal with.
fucking mood. Truly.
We're naming this to Keeping It Anxiety podcast. If you want to come and be anxious with us,
Keeping
you're
it
welcome.
anxiety, baby.
Okay.
I found a good in Spiribot. It's
Okay.
It's a
Go for
woman sitting on a couch. It's fall colors, a bunch of throw pillows with fall leaves on them, and above her are like old timey gas jerry cans, like round tanks of gas. She's sitting looking off into the sunlight, and it's very dark. And the text says, "Just because you're an aristocrat, it doesn't mean you're not a melancholic." I'm like, all right,
Very true.
yeah.
Very true and very accurate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, hold up. I want this one to be my one.
Okay.
It's a black and white photo of a bunch of ballerinas, and it looks a little freaky. And the text says, "You don't need to have a secret identity in order to get some."
What the hell was that noise?
I don't know, but it was funny.
What just happened?
It sounded like you were like warming up to the laugh. You're like, "All right, here we go. We're getting going."
Oh my god.
bless.
Oh my god. I'm getting really dark Inspirabot pictures right now.
Fucking run them through, Photoshop, dude. Brighten them up, Don't mind me.
This one is just too real. Oh my god. This I'm just like I'm generating new Okay, I was generating new Inspirabots and I just got one.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what it means. I guess you interpret it however you want. It's just a plain white background with somebody just like holding a fistful of colored pencils.
Uh-huh.
And the text above it says, "After the begging comes the bleach."
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. I don't know what it means. Like,
it's like after somebody begs for their life, then kill them, and then you bleach the blood up.
Oh Jesus! Anyway, on that note,
we'll see you next week.
On that note of the Our Murder podcast, apparently.
And on that bombshell, good night.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.